Hey everyone, it's TJ again, and I'm here for my declutter progress report. I believe it's number 6. Let's get to this, shall we? It looks like a little garage sale table right here, doesn't it? So I'm going to start with the biggest things and move on from there. This week I am getting rid of, and let me, puppy dog flapping her ears. I love these filters. I'm on my second one, and the only reason I'm getting rid of this one is this. It has a little spout that, I mean, you can pour it or you can get your water from the spout. Anyway, I for whatever reason, when I got my second one, I'm telling y'all, I'm a pack rat and I have a hard time letting go of things. For some reason, I talked myself into holding on to this, thinking I might, use this or some. I don't know. I'm telling you, I don't know what I'm thinking sometimes. It's like when you ask your children when they've done something dumb when they're little, what were you thinking? I have no idea. But anyway, I'm going to let this go. So I'm going to set this to the side. And it is going in the, I'm going to check and see if it can be recycled. If not, it'll have to just go in the trash. This little fan, it's very dusty. I've had it a long time, and it's broken, so I'm going to let that go. If it can't be recycled, I told y'all I have dust everywhere, y'all. And moving on, I don't know what's on that. Goodness, what is that? Anyway, we're gonna move on. Let's see, what would be a good, let's stick with kitchen things. Another SodaStream bottle is out of date and going out of here. And anything more in the kitchen? Let's see. I will say I did get rid of an expired, I know it's a little thing, but it all counts, right? In my world, it counts. I was making a pot of soup, and I was going to use a certain spice blend, and I happened to look at the expiration date, and I was like, no. So I dumped the spice and put the container in the recycling bin. Now, this is trash, old expired business cards. I'm going to put that in recycling. And let me follow up with this. I think it was last week I told y'all I got this, I thought it was a laser pointer thing from Zenny. Come to find out, see, that's what happens when I don't read directions or instructions or info. Come to find out, it's to test eyeglasses, I guess, and also sunglasses for blue blocking. So I know I said I'm going to pass that along, but I think I'm going to keep that because it may come in handy. My air conditioner just came on, so it's blowing things. So pardon the wind. Couple of strapless brassiers I'm getting rid of. They don't fit me anymore, and I just don't wear things like that right now. I may never wear things like that again that are strapless. But nonetheless, if it doesn't fit, I'm not going to wear it. So we're going to put that in the thrift, or I don't know, maybe I'll ask my daughter. I don't think she wears stuff like that, but I'm going to ask her anyway. I'd rather pass things close to home, and then, if not, onto the thrift store. This is a scarf I've had for years. And I had several of them, and most of them I've already gotten rid of, and I thought I might use this because these are colors I tend to wear. Gray and taupe and things like that, but I don't have that kind of life anymore right now, and so that's part of my decluttering. Is I want to keep things that are working for my life right now, because there's no point in just clinging to things that I'm not using when someone else could use them. So okay, moving on. Okay, another clothing thing is these Crocs. Yes, they're Crocs. I didn't know they had, you know, a dressier version of Crocs, but I bought these a while back. They're kind of like, I don't know, I guess you could call them kind of like slingback Crocs. I'm not sure. But anyway, those, number one, I don't feel, I think they're pretty, but I just, when I wear them, I don't feel like they complement my skin tone. So I don't know if y'all remember a book back in the day called I don't know, it was about your season colors. Anyway, I know there's so many versions of that type system nowadays, but I feel like I'm a summer, and I don't break it down any further than that. I just stick with I'm a summer and move on from there. These are pumps from lotion bottles. They're new, they're clean, obviously. They're still in the packaging, from Avon products. I don't know how I ended up with so many of these pumps, but again, I've had them for a long time. I'm going to pass those on. And I'm getting a pile over here. I think this is the most I've decluttered in a week, which is pretty good, pretty darn good. Another cat toy apparatus, which unfortunately, the cat toy that this came with, I've already moved that on to the thrift store, but I'm gonna move it on anyway. Maybe someone can use it somehow for their kitty cat or whatever. More, well, pool balls. You know, I realized when I said pool balls, I mean, it sounds like pool table, pool balls, but these are pool toys, I guess. I don't know, but they're still balls. So, and again, my cat doesn't play with them, so they're gone. Oh, look, I'm having an empty space. This little wax melt thing, I like it, and I have used the heck out of it. What in the world? I don't know what that is. See, that's what happens when things get tucked away. I don't know. I pull them out, and before I send things to the thrift store and on, you know, to whoever, I do try to clean them up as much as possible. And I really like this thing, and like I say, I've used it so much, but I find it wasteful as far as, I don't know, it's just, again, time to move on. But okay, so I'm going to put that in my little, it's a Hallmark thing too. And you know, this is the wonderful thing about thrifting and stuff. I got that at a thrift store years and years ago, that little wax melt thing. Anyway, and I've enjoyed it, so now it's time for someone else to enjoy. So, okay, one more thing. This little fan, I'm going to pass it along because it was just a cheapie. I got it Dollar Tree a long time ago, but I'm telling you what, some you know, and I have several hand fans, and they come in handy because you never know. Some earrings that I really like these. I mean, I think they're very pretty, but I don't wear them. So as much as I love jewelry, I don't want to be a jewelry collector, even though I consider myself a jewelry collector, but it's getting out of hand. I have 4 drawers. They're kind of shallow drawers in my dresser, and I use those for jewelry, if that tells you anything about how much jewelry I have. And I also have jewelry in a travel hanging thing that, although I don't travel anymore, I'd love to one day, but I also have jewelry in that. But anyway, these I'm going to get rid of because, once again, I like them, but I just don't wear them. So, arrivederci, old friend. Another, this is a bracelet. I love sparkly things. And again, I wore this plenty, but I don't wear much jewelry anymore. It's a different day in my life. This came on a bottle of perfume, and it was called, I believe, True Blood or something. I don't know. I guess that was a popular show back then. We ordered what they call nowadays a blind buy off of one of the shopping channels, and this was hanging off the neck of the bottle. My daughter and I both got to the point where it just wasn't for us. We bought it to share, and I me with my sensitive schnoz and all, I couldn't handle it, and she didn't care for it after a while. I mean, we enjoyed it at first, but then, I don't know, it just, it grew off of us. Instead of growing on us, it grew off of us. But these they're, I don't know, they look like, I guess, dried drops of blood. I'm not quite sure, y'all. But anyway, I'm going to ask her if she wants that, because it can be used for a ring, but it's just not something I would wear. So I'm going to ask her if she wants that. Now, I believe one last thing. I'm out in my overstuffed garage, and I'm going to start going through holiday decorations and see what I can declutter of that. So these are a few ornaments that I'm going to get rid of and pass those along, even though I know it's not that time of year, but maybe someone's planning for Christmas in August. Anyway, y'all, now I did in my title say I have an update for my channel, and that is I have decided I'm going to stick with my Friday declutter videos, but I think I have overestimated how much I can do as far as videos and still take care of my family and my home and my family life like I want to, and myself. I don't want to leave myself out of that, but I am going to continue with the decluttering videos. I don't know if they're helping anyone or inspiring anyone to declutter on a regular basis. I used to declutter in stops and starts, but this is encouraging me to continue at a steady pace of decluttering. I'm gonna commit to the Friday declutter video. Oh, so pretty and sparkly. However, extra videos will be at, I don't want to say at my discretion, just when I can do them, or when I get inspired to do one, I will do them then. And I'm not saying this is forever, it's just for now. Our life continually shifts and changes, and so that's part of it. It's just, I don't even know how to describe the emotional toll that it takes on. Even my daughter, she had to call in yesterday from work. She helps so much around here, but it's a lot. So, hey, maybe someday I'll get into depth about that, but not today. So anyway, y'all, I hope you get into your decluttering and I want to also say I found an online book. It's called, I believe it's Put Your House on a Diet. It's about decluttering, and I've only read a little bit of it so far. I'll put the name of it here on the screen or down below. It's humorous, in my opinion. It combines humor with decluttering, and so far it's got me hooked. And it's kind of equates clutter in our home like overeating, or body clutter, as Fly Lady would call it. So it's called Internet Archive. You can look up books and things on that. It's online and it's free. I think it's Internet Archive. I'll put that on here as well. But it's free, and I enjoy looking up old books on there and seeing what's available that I don't have to pay for, since I can't get out easily to go to the library and all that, and I don't want to buy more books to add to my clutter if I can help it. Anyway, y'all, have a great weekend, and let me know what you're decluttering. Bye, y'all.